Anyway, here we go. Today's crossword is called book reviews. The grid looks normal. Now, why is that not updated on here? Oh, because fine. Because I have... that's why. The grid looks normal and looks like this. The library... Always check the library. The library of a puzzle writer is apt to contain some unusual volumes. The reviews below, in which we examine 10 of our hardest to find books, also happen to make up the clues to this month's puzzle. These clues are strung together in a random order. So we don't know where each clue starts or where each clue begins or ends. These clues are strung together in a random order, except that all the acrosses precede the downs. Puzzling out the answers' locations is your job, and answers include 12 capitalised words. Hola, Foggy! This is a crossword where we don't know where each clue starts or ends. So, here we go. Good luck, everyone. Indeed, Catus. Yes, I'm very pleased that Foggy's here. What was it called? A la carte, I think was the name of that puzzle in Puzzle Point 8. It was a good puzzle, but it was hard because we didn't know where all the clues start and end. So here's the first book, Playing the Toady by Dr. J. Court, or by Dr. J. Court study with about as much style as a slab of pine, a sampling of gossip in sports. Now, this is made up of multiple clues. We have to work out where one clue ends and another begins, and we're also not told where in the grid it goes. So, playing might be on. If you're playing somewhere. Yeah. Also, clues may run between books as well. Just because this is where one book ends, that doesn't mean a clue will end there. The clue could overrun. We don't know. So, all we're told is that the clues are sequential and that all the acrosses come before all the downs. Playing the Toady by Dr. J. Court study. Playing could be an anagram indicator, because toady is an anagram of today. Is it 18 across clues? We've got some long answers going on in here. Got some long answers, haven't we? Almost certainly, I've never heard of a Dr. J. Slab of pine, a sampling of Gothic. Here we go. I could see a clue. Sampling, or possibly a sampling, of gossip in sports. Legs. I've immediately and quite disturbingly, I found a hidden. Bing! I found a hidden. If hidden in here is pins. Sampling of gossip in sports. Legs. Standing on your pins, standing on your legs. So that is a clue. Getaway sticks. Now, I would be quite happy with A in there, so I'm going to put A in there. And this also proves that clues can span two different books. Let's just read this whole second novel. Legs, one weird new novel by William Kennedy set in Mobile. Insane and mawkish family history about Alabama town full of Irish people irritated about a leg. So that's Legs. So that means, given that I think that A is not in there, pine could be yen. Study with about as. Slab of pine, a chunk, a log. Okay, let's have a look at the next one then, because a few of you are getting that. One weird new novel by William Kennedy. Well, no. One weird new novel. There's a lot of anagram indicators. Weird is an anagram indicator, new is an anagram indicator, and novel. is an anagram indicator. So there's going to be some form of anagram. First letter of this, please. First letter of this one weird clue. Damn. So, well, no, that's useful for me. The reason I said damn is because I did think it was I, and I was hoping it wasn't, so that I get more information. One is I. So it's going to be weird new. So is it going to be an anagram of weird? Or an anagram of new? Or an anagram of weird new? Is there a novel by William Kennedy? Second letter, I may go for the enumeration at some point. Okay. Something winder? No. Oh, it could be. I'm not looking. I'm not. Oh, that's for the grid as a whole, isn't it? So we've got 4 with length 4, 6 with length 6, 2 with length 7, 4 with length 8, and 2 with length 11. Next letter, please. Okay, maybe. Okay, so maybe it is a novel by William Kennedy, and it's an anagram of one weird, which could be Ironweed. Is there an Ironweed by William Kennedy? Good. So that's one weird, all new, and it's a novel by William Kennedy. Now, I'm going to assume it's not set in Mobile, Alabama. So what do we have? There are 4 fours. Yeah, it is worth me putting this information here. I've got a little bit of space under the grid. So there's 4 by 4. Let's do it small. What do we have? 4 by 4, 6 by 6, 2 by 7, 4 by 8, 2 by 11. That's just the acrosses. It's just the acrosses. Set in Mobile, or it's probably mobile, probably an anagram indicator, and insane? Or insane and mawkish, maybe. Or easy to hidden again. And it's a family. Lean, L-E-I-N. Obeline, Belines, Eileen's, Eins. Set in Mobile insane, anagram of insane. So Foggy had the one before. If you're still here, Foggy, give me a hint, because I don't know if there's 1 clue or 2 clues there. I suspect 2. There's a lot of words there. First letter, please, though, of the one of the clue that ends pine. W. With could be W. About as much style as a slab of pine. Wood. Wood log. Well, I'm worried about my internet anyway, given yesterday's problems, which I think were Twitches, but I've had so many internet issues recently that I'm really nervous about my internet, because my internet must be good for streaming, and it hasn't been recently, and I'm very annoyed with Virgin Media. So please do let me know in the chat if there's any glitches or anything like that. I know you will anyway. But it makes me very nervous. Well, yes, but that was for a different reason, Sean. I'm wireless. I'm nowhere near the router. I am near the router. The router is that little black bit just there. Beep beep beep. So I'm not actually cabled in. But I've been here for a year and a half, and I've only really... Oh, right, yeah, that's good. I'm not fully wireless, good point. I mean, maybe. I contacted Virgin Media last week, and they gave it a kick. Can I have a second letter, please? I think they changed the channel that it was on, because I was getting quite a lot of interference, because someone else must have become a Virgin Mobile customer here, or changed their router or something. WO. It's got to be woodcut, or something like that. Slab of pine. So it's wood something. Non-volcanic might have it. I'm not getting it. Let's carry on. Let's carry on, because 20 minutes in and I'm barely making a dent. So let's move on. So I will come back to that. Set in mobile, insane and mawkish family history. Family history, maybe history might be law. About Alabama. Mawkish feels like a definition. Family history about Alabama. Town full of Irish people. Irritated about a leg. Big Chief Licares Taylor has to bust mafia boss and crooked cop. A convincing depiction of the actual lives in a rural domain, according to oral testimony. That's lovely, as these surfaces are brilliant. The clues, bloody difficult. Basically, yes. Now, hang on. Licares Taylor, in Ticket Taylor Soldier Spy, is it going to be George Smiley? Mafia boss is Don. Crooked cop. Okay, first letter of this clue then, please, Foggy. Sorry, first answer. This is something is going to be said out loud for the next one. Now, hang on. Taylor could be an anagram indicator. Hang on. No. Let's increase the hidden counter, because I've spotted a hidden. Hidden in here is arrest. Look at, so arrest, and that's to bust a mafia boss or something like that. So I think that is arrest, and that has to bust. Maybe not even mafia boss. Mafia boss is Don and a crooked cop. I think that's going to be the next clue. So I think that's just Licares Taylor has to bust. Now, L is a little bit extra there, but I'll live with it. I'll also put L here just in case. So Mafia Boss is a Don, and Crooked Cop A, convincing depiction. I want it to end around depiction because I want actual lives to be in another clue. So Mafia Boss, Don. What else is there that could be? Crooked Cop, Don Pock. Oh, it could be Cop A, of course. Donapco. Convincing depiction. not getting it. Actual lives in a royal domain. Royal domain, a palace, a monarchy. According to oral testimony. Now, it could be, according to oral testimony, fact. There's an anagram going on here. Let's just read this. Fat country. Amy Tan in a dither about love for the physical body, consuming a mixture of gin and tea. Popular music composer accidentally wings her sister who works as a thread spinner. Nothing takes place after material goes on and on in the Gabby fashion. I feel like I'm going to be able to solve a few of these. Amy Tan in a dither, or even something. It's going to be something like that. It's going to be a country, isn't it? Amy Tan in a dither about love, perhaps. Or, hang on, love for the physical body could be a new clue. Got to be an anagram. In a dither. It's got to be a country, isn't it? Martinique. Nat Yam. It's got to end an E. We've got matinee. Tammany. It could be in a dither about love. So, hang on, no. Well, yeah, no. I was thinking it was going to be Oman, but that'd be man anagrammed about love, not tan. I know, Foggy. I'm sorry that it's really difficult for people to give hints in a crossword like this. Oh, hang on. Amy Tan in a dither about love. I've written that down. It is an anagram. If you do Amy Tan in a dither about love, you actually get that. And that is an anagram. For the physical body. There you go. That's your definition, isn't it? Go for that clue. Go for that clue. I misunderstand a lot, effrontery. But you know that I'm all over this now. This is one of the 7-letter clues. And it's anatomy. So that is Amy Tan in a dither about love for the physical body. So that is anatomy. Because it's an anagram of Amy Tan and the letter O. Consuming a mixture of gin and tea, popular music composer. Oh, it's got to be eating. Hang on. Consuming a mixture of gin and tea. Anagram of gin and tea. Eating. There we go. When it's an anagram, which I think is usually sort of the easier clues to solve in a crossword. I could do them. Popular music composer accidentally wings. So the wings of accidentally could be A and Y. Popular is usually in. So it could be popular music composer, but popular could be in. Someone who works as a thread spinner would be a weaver, surely. Or maybe a spider. Either of those would spin threads. Music. Popular music could just be pop. Composer accidentally wings. Her sister who works... If you work as something, you are or is. Good evening, Faddy and Hans. Hey, yeah. Nothing takes place after material. Nothing occurs. Goes on and on in a Gabby fashion. So that's sort of chatting or airily or something like that. Okay, what's this book? Beasts Without. Kay Ryan's debut. It evokes a language gym. Like vegetables, unfortunately, and like all seasons' beginnings, this poem degenerates. Okay, we've got beginnings. So, alas. Unfortunately, and like all seasons' beginnings, that's alas. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to now sort of quickly go through everything, and if there's something that screams at me that this is a clue and that I can solve, Let's try and solve it. So unfortunately, and like all seasons' beginnings, the first letters of that, that is alas. This is, oh, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is Beast. Yes, the Beast without is number 5. Yeah. This poem degenerates devil, maybe. This Beasts without KR debut. It evokes a language. Beasts, animals. It evokes a language. I want this to be yams, because the gym could be Y, but I don't know why like would be AMS, because then vegetables. What other vegetables begin with Y? Gym could be PE. Oh, it is PE. There you go, it's PE, because then like is as, and then you get your vegetables, which is peas. I've got to be slightly careful here, because some of these are going to go behind the crossword, but I'll deal with that when we do the second pass. Yeah. This poem degenerates devil hunting, Potter's origin. Right, well let's write down this poem as an anagram. Degenerates devil. Yes, it is devil! Go for it, Meredith. Go, go, go. It is an anagram of this poem, and it means devil. And I know this because of the Cryptic Crossword. There used to be a Cryptic Crossword with this name. It's Mephisto, as you are now saying. Mephisto. Used to be Crossword Compiler, didn't they? As well. Hunting. That's okay. I mean, whilst we try not to speak of this person, this is quite a good clue surface. Hunting Potter's origin by Harry's creator. That is this clue. Hang on, let's push you up there. So I didn't actually read this, did I? So this was Devil Hunting, Potter's Origin by Harry's creator. While the boy is a tennis player, Sorcerer's earliest appearances and protectors get brought back in meandering plot for older boys only. Go for this one, because this is this one. So Potter's Origin, first letter, P. She who must not be named, J.K. Rowling. Comes prowling. If you're prowling, you're hunting. While the boy is a tennis player. Hang on. No, I thought it was going to be Agassi. So this came out in January 2002. So in terms of your tennis players, early 2000s. And Agassi would have worked there. But while the boy, he, it's not going to be Henman, is it? Even earlier. Okay. Borg. McEnroe, Ash, could be Ash, because as he, there you go, it is. A smidgen before the 2000s there, smidgen. And there's your clue right away, as he. While is as the boy, pardon me, he is a tennis player. Source's earliest appearances and protectors. I feel like that's where it's going to be. Source's earliest, E, appearances. So if you, yeah, and you get protectors. Good evening, Antipatus. Should be able to get this. Of course, that clue, Ash, I'm going to say that Ash is 7 down. There, look, I'm shooting my load, as it were. That's my guess for 7 down. I'm even going to put it in, because we know it's 4 letters, and we know it goes down, so it's got a decent chance of it being there. So, And we are in the rough down area. Sorcerer's early success. Appearances. He had 5 appearances for his club. He had 5 plays. Protectors is not splays. A protector is a guard. Is a shield. But healed isn't a thing. It's not healed. Well, I've got a 1 in 6 chance then, Manic. 1 in 6. But anyway, I think it's protectors. Get brought back in meandering plot. So anagram of plot. Possibly with Teg in the middle of it. For older boys. Or just older. Nope. Okay, gonna move on. Hello! Thank you very much for the follow, Bethana. Beta Hona, one of the two. Guns for the Retrospective Hunter. Illustrations by Emily I. Small. Picture maker. Shot game between island and river in the Balkans. Oh, it's going to be a river in the Balkans for a bit for one of the clues, isn't it? Then I'm not going to know the name of. Hunter is Orion, surely. Orion. Retrospective Hunter. So Orion backwards. Yeah, that feels like there's something hidden in there. I could be I. Small would be S. Picture maker, maybe a draw, an etcher. Shot game, anagram of game between island and river. Oh, there we go. Imager. Yes, picture maker is an imager. And if get shot game, anagram of game, in the middle of island, I, and river, R. That is imager. So the next clue starts in the Balkans. In the Balkans. So I'm apologising that I know you're getting stuff and it's just really difficult to hint me, so I'm just going to go through and do this first pass. Felony 1. New treatment of carry in more salacious adult edition, eliciting repugnance. To understand king in the present chilling times, get drunk. Rest home for the O'Haras. A traitor comes back to watch Scarlet's ultimate demise. With violence and endless mile. Entail... Just checking that is not... Is that a typo? No, it's a ghee. Entail a ghee fabricated. About 51 of the Romans left a region bordering Lebanon and Syria. In the Balkans... Felony, 1 new treatment. Felony. Oh, crime. A felony is a crime and 1 is A. So therefore we've got Crimea. And that is in the Balkans. I don't know why I'm saying it like that. I think I'm thinking of in the Navy by the Village People. New treatment of carry in more salacious adult edition. Yes, I'm happy with that one. I'm happy with that one. Oh, A could be Anne. Yeah, so it could be... But no, Crimea is in the Balkans. But you're thinking of Crimean. Anyway, I've got the next one. Because I would argue new treatment could be your anagram indicator for the next one. It isn't in this instance. It's going to the new is going to shift up, and that N is going, and that's going to represent the N. So it is going to be Crimean. That's fine, but I reckon it's ambiguous at this point in time. It'll all get Crimea is in Ukraine, not the Balkans. I thought. I don't know. Anyway, go for carry. Go for the carry clue if you got it. Treatment of carry, anagram of carry, in more salacious. So it just means more salacious. And if it's salacious, it's racy. And if it's more salacious, it's racy. Yeah, absolutely, Meredith. Adult edition, eliciting repugnance to understand king, maybe? Adult is usually A. Edition, issue... Volume. I want addition to end ing because then it's eliciting repugnance. If you Hans has got adult stuff, the lucky person. First letter of that, please. Let's see if we can crack this clue whilst I'm still here. Second letter, because I thought it was A. A-V. Addition is a aversion, of course it is. And then the repugnance is your aversion to something. To understand, king is this grok. To understand something is to grok it. In the present chilling times. I don't think that's G-O-K. That'd be now. To understand is to know. King is K. So to understand is to know. King is K. In the present is now. There you go. Chilling times. Get drunk. Anagram of times get. And it means chilling. Is it an anagram of times get? It would mean chilling. There's no N. Chilling. If you're chilling, you're idle. Get drunk. Any verb is to get drunk. Oh, no, Foggy. Get drunk rest. How about drunk rest? Well, hang on. Let's look at the next clue. Home for the O'Haras is Tara, because that was the name of their plantation. Home for the O'Haras is Tara. Now, can we get Tara somewhere? A rat. There you go. So home for the O'Haras, which is Tara, it's a rat backwards. So that is a traitor comes back. So rest comes up here. A traitor comes back. That's that. To watch. So that feels like a definition. To watch. Scarlet's ultimate is T. Demise. End. Ending. But with violent. Hang on. To watch is to tend. So is that tend? Do we like tend? Please let me know. Scarlet's ultimate is T, and your demise is your end, and to watch over something is to tend. Yeah, so are we happy with that? I think we're happy with that. We do like it. Good. Well, let's have a look at with violence, endless mile. Entail a fabricated. Have we got? What's the longest down entry that we've got? I can see an 8. Have we got anything longer than 8? Don't think. Okay, so I'm also going to do that. So thank you very much. 6 times 4. 2 times 6. 4 times 7. And 6 times 8. Thank you very much, Cotus. So it's not going to be... So mill... It can't be mill, because that's an endless mile in an anagram of tail and a gee. Okay. Right. If I had to guess, I'm going to split the clue here. Because it's going to be a gee fabricated about 51. And that could be... Egalia, is that a thing? One of the 51 of the Romans or something like that, and then left a region border. That's, I feel like that's something going to go there. Agi fabricated, okay, about 51, that's Li. 51 of the Romans is actually probably Li, and then left, we'll put an L there, and that is a region bordering on Lebanon and Syria. Doesn't Galilee? Okay, right. I had all the letters. So it's an anagram of Agi around Li, which is 51, and then another L for left. So anagram that, and it is Galilee, and that is the region bordering on Lebanon and Syria. Good. With violence, endless mile in tail. So your endless mile is probably MIL. So what's a tail? A lie? Limile, does that mean with violence? A story? Story is right. Because then you get stormily. If you put mile without its last letter in there, you get stormily. There we go. I haven't done terribly. It was a rough start, but I've brought it back okay. So let's just start squidging these together. And now I will ask for your help in the second pass. Of course, I haven't put anything in the grid yet. No, not that, because it's something. There's definitely that clue. Chilling times, get drunk, rest. So maybe the definition here is chilling times. Winters? It is! It is! Foggy, go for this one. Tell us why it's winters. It is. If you get something, you win it. He got... You know, he won £3. He got £3. And then drunk rest, anagram of rest. So that's winters, and those are chilling times. I hate winter. It's already been a horrible winter, and it's only autumn. It's not winter for another 2 weeks here yet, meteorologically speaking. And I've already really struggled. I'm really struggling with the lack of light, lack of warmth, lack of sunshine. I'll have to do a Dan update about it, because it is a bit... You know that I had a bit of a rocky period a few weeks ago. It was not fun. I'm feeling a bit better now. Like, I'm having 4 out of 10 days instead of 2 out of 10 days, which is where I was. But I'm still a bit all over the place. Everything. Anyway, you don't need to know that. Hello. Light-hearted. Keep it light-hearted. I just need help. That's what I'm saying. We all need help, don't we, really? Life is one long string of things to challenge us. Emily I. Small. I want the illustration to be pictures, but I don't know why it would be. There's strength, Foggy, in showing people that you can be human. There's a lot of empowerment. Equally, it's also crippling. So, you know, each to their own. I want the hunter to be Orion as well, but... Oh, no. Ooh. Guns are arms or weapons. I think there's 2 clues here, basically. Hang on, it doesn't necessarily start guns, does it? Because I've got all of it. I'm going to group them together now. Small is probably S. One. Maybe I could be 1. Emily could be M, couldn't it? As in, hi M. So it'd be EM. By could be X, or times, or near. Right. A few of you had quite a lot of things right at the start, so let's go back to the start. Foggy had this one starting with something to do with wood, and I just don't get it. So, I do have a question. If I need to know who Dr. J is, please do let me know if you think I need to know who Dr. J is. Study. With is W. About. About is on, isn't it? He wrote about this. He wrote a book about trees. He wrote a book on trees. So about could be on. As much. Style, kind, ilk. Ilk. Slab of pine. Anyone got the first clue? Anyone got the very first clue with playing? If you're playing, you're on. Or you're acting. Playing the toady is being a yes man, is agreeing, simpering. Now, I don't know who Dr. J is if I need to know it. Court. Court could be woo. Hang on, no. Court. Here we go. If court is woo, because I want pine, it's going to be something to do with wood. So court is woo. This is probably just a first name, isn't it? So court is woo. Study could be a den with about... I think it's a woodenly. No, it's just wooden. With about as much style as a slab of pine is just wooden. Are we happy with wooden for all of that? Because it's a huge, long definition for wooden. It's a very long definition. Okay, good. Dr. Julius Irving is a basketball player. I don't know if that's helpful, but it is research. By Dr. J. What could J mean in a cryptic crossword? January? June? No? It's a potential reading a bit manic. That's not out of the woods yet, as it were. That could be right. I'm going to write down an anagram of the toady, because playing the toady. By Dr. J. Okay, not spotting that. Okay. I think we'll probably have to get that when we start putting in all the clues. There's 2 11s that we've yet to spot in the acrosses, and those 11s are going to be what unlock this whole puzzle for us, because there's only 2 ways that they can go, and by trial and error we'll be able to find a lot of the downs that go here. So that is the key. Set in mobile, insane. Immobilize. Hang on, this could be 11. Anagram of set in mobile, and it could mean mawkish. Set in mobile. I don't really know what mawkish means, it turns out. But it could end ible. I-B-L-E. So I think that's what it is. I think that's going to be one of the 11s, and it's going to mean mawkish. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look up what mawkish means. When I can find it. Mawkish means insipid, sickly, weakly sentimental, loathsome, disgusting. It's sentimental. It is sentimental, isn't it? It's not an anagram of set in mobile, but it is an anagram of set in. So it's set in, anagrammed, senti, and if you're insane, you're mental, and sentimental. And if you're mawkish, you're sentimental. So that is that. So family is not part of that clue and is in the next clue. Family history, and now you... Oh, yes, you can still see it. That's good. Family history about Alabama town. Is it going to be Mobile? I don't know any other Alabama towns, but maybe I don't need to because Alabama could just be AL. Town full of Irish people. Is it Dublin? Family history, that's going to be your ancestry. About that full of... We may still have le. That le, I don't know whether that le is part of Le Carre because it's sort of in Le Carre, but we didn't technically use it. So there's Mobile, Alabama. Is there also Biloxi? Is that... No, it's Mississippi, isn't it? Or Missouri or something like that. So that's not there. Name some places in Alabama, please, chat. I will also accept Sweet Home as a place in Alabama. Oh, of course, Birmingham, Alabama. I even did a puzzle about that once. Birmingham. It's only 10. Montgomery is another 10-letter place. Selma. Okay. Full of Irish people, irritated about a leg. Big Chief. Big Chief is probably B. Hang on, here we are. L is going to go here. Big Chief is B, and I think we're going to have another Ibble or an Abble. Irritated about a leg. Anagram of a leg. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there could be 4 more letters. But it's going to be an anagram of leg, and then a leg, in fact, and then B, and then E, because that ends. That's going to give us an Abble. So that's going to be irritated. So, what haven't I used? B and E, so A. So we've got LEG here that we haven't used. There's no 9s, so we either need to add 2 or 4 letters or no letters at all. But I like the fact that we will be using the L as L, so I want that to be there. Okay. The fact that we've got one of the 11s, though, is going to be huge. I'll tell you why. Because there's a down that must start with an L if we put sentimental here. Have we got any downs that are 7 letters that begin with L? No. Not yet. We do have a Galilee, and if that's an A, and the sentimental could then go across there. So we can't quite say for certain that sentimental goes here, because we haven't proved the negative. A 6 down is a stronger force, because this would be a T. There's loads of 8s though. We currently have no T there that can go here for sentimental. So, but sentiment. There could be an N there. Could there be an N there? We haven't got enough. It could be prowling. And then do we have... And then we've got P's, and then... It could be a lass. But P's, prowling. These could all go... If I put it in the right place, this could all start to do that, and then we've got stormily. Okay, here we go. Here we go. This is looking good. What acrosses do we have? Do we have nothing really is happening here, is it? Arrest fits. Yes, it does. This is an interesting one. But that's feeling good. That's feeling all right. And I think this is good. So based on that, we've got now Ash. It could be Alas, but it is, if that's right, that is 2 random clues that I've just plonked in a grid in a row that have been correct. All I can get from it is ho ho ho, but it isn't, is it? So let me start. So peas is a cross. So we know that peas is a cross. We don't know where Alas is yet, but that's pretty close to the cross and the across down boundary. Arrest, sentimental. We've got those. Let's mark them off. Prowling, Ash, stormily. Prowling, Ash. I'm not going to mark Ash yet, just in case, but stormily, that feels pretty good. Right. Okay. Where am I going? Let's do these. Mafia boss and crooked cop. A convincing depiction of the actual lives in a royal domain, according to oral testimony. Fat country. Country. We're going to have to put a country in. Good evening! Hello, my friends! Hey, Kay, haven't seen you in a while. I've not watched you in a while. I apologise. Hope you're doing well. How are you? How are you? Let's give you a shout out. If you like cryptic crosswords and wordplay and American style crosswords as well, do follow Kay Bart Plays. She does excellent things and has a cat on stream sometimes. I love it when the cat makes an appearance. Yeah, it's lovely to see you today. Hope you're doing all right today. We're doing a crossword here that we don't know where the starts or ends of the clues are, and that's really, really annoying. We know that the acrosses come before the downs. We're told that, but aside from that, they're in a random order apart from that. Oh, also, I didn't know the name. Do you say Gigi? Gigi? I don't quite know how you say it. Anyway, lovely name. Right. So yes, so there's multiple clues in here, but I don't know where they start or finish. And also, yes, the Reckonfrecker are a lovely set of cryptics. So search online for Reckonfrecker if you like. Reckonfrecker? Oh dear, it's just such a lovely word to say. If you like this sort of thing. Popular. No worries, Kay. Lovely to see you. Thank you so much for the raid. I will repay the favour, whether you like it or not. Goodness. I just don't know any of these. Let's see what I can put in. There's an 8. Hang on, there's 2 7s. And we know they're Crimean and Winters. There are 2... No, there are 4 7s. Darn. It's 2 7s across. Could be Winters. There are 2 6s for the down clues. Well, we've got... Ah, okay, we've got them. So they both end ER. That's really useful. Where are the 6s then? The 6s are... Oh, that's Racier. They're just immediately placeable. Racier. And it'll be Imager. Yeah, this is all working out. So those we can now mark off. does that help with anything? So we know that Mephisto doesn't go here because there's 4 8s. It's not that one, and it's not that one. And it's not that one, and it's not that one. Mephisto doesn't work. Of course, so Mephisto is down. Duh, so that tells us that that is down. So that's good. What other crosses that are 8? Ironweed. We've only got 1. Can't go here. Can't go here. Can't go here. Must go here. That's Ironweed. And what downs do we now have? We know that Ash is down. I've put it here, but it may not go there. But it probably does. No, must therefore probably, he says, because technically it's not certain, go there. Winters, it's probably here. Tara, Tend, Galilee. Galilee is looking very likely here. Because then we also get an ing and we get the Winters. Except he has, of course, done it 1 square too high. Okay. Well, in that case, what clue is that? Ash is 7 down. I was right. Astonishing. Astonishing news there. Okay, what is that? We know, so we know that that is down, and we know that peas is across. So across, this is the last across clue, and these are the downs. Effrontery. Yes, technically we did it ages ago, and I just guessed that it was 7 down. But yeah, you missed it. Effrontery, do it. Do it. Go on. Look, what is it? What is it? What clue is it, Effrontery? What is it? What is it? What is it? Good, good, good. K. Could be K, the letter K. Ryan's debut is KR. And look, there's a KR here. And then it. Oh, so it's Sanskrit. Without his sans, isn't it? Sans, KR, K Ryan's debut, KR, and it is it, evokes a language. We generate a language with all that. So beasts is not part of it. But we have Sanskrit here. Good. It is what it is. Playing clue. Where is that? Where's the playing clue? Don't see where the very first clue. First letter then, please. We, of course... No, we did. We're pretty sure that that is where the split is. Playing the could be TEH, or it could just be... Next letter, please. If this is E, I'm going to be upset. It's not. I am not upset. Playing The Toady by Dr. J. Okay, so is it going to be a basketball move? No. Okay, so it was someone Irving, was it? Third letter, please. Toady. Like a toad. Froggy. Irving with an E. So Dr. J was Irving. A toady might be... So it's going to be... Is it? I'm assuming we're actually going to put Irving there. Third letter is M. Tim. Time. Playing. toady. So is perving. I think timperving. Timperving. Because per could be by, couldn't it? So, but is it that? No. Serving, timbering. Hang on. That feels like a word. Timbering. Oh. Why have I... But it... Timberving. Oh, Tim... No, Tim curving. Tim serving. Tim turving. Do I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, I do. I don't. I should know this word. Will I even know the word? Almost certainly time serving. Is it time serving? Like serving time? Like in a prison? Time serving? That's not a word I've heard of. It might be 2 words, but it doesn't say in this instance. But marked by or revealing a lack of independence or integrity. So it means to be... Oh, I did not know that. So to play a toady is to time serve. Okay, that's cool. And it's by is times. Did wonder about that. And then Irving, Dr. J. Okay, well, at least we can put that in the grid. Can we now put any extra downs in the grid? Mephisto definitely feels like it wants to go here. So I'm going to call it for Winters. I'm going to call it for No. Aversion, we can see where that goes. That goes in 18 down. Tend is going to go in the bottom right. And we've got wooden. Goes in here. Pins. Those are your pins. The very first clue that I spotted was pins. Okay. Anatomy is going to go in here. What else have we got? Eating. I think eating is probably fixed. Eating is fixed here. Because there's nowhere else in the grid for it to go. Galilee I did earlier, didn't I? So Crimean is going to go here. Still got Tara. Is that fixable? No, it's not. Ash. Probably fixed. I'm nervous about it. I'm nervous. Alaska go across or down. We know that Mephisto is definitely down. Anything else? Okay. What is this? Hang on, there's a clotho, isn't there? That's a word I've seen somewhere. Clotho, the fate that holds the distaff from which the lachesis spins the thread of life. So it's one of the 3 fates. Literally, she who spins. So that is that clue. Where was the spinner? Okay. Nothing takes place after material. So material is cloth, and nothing goes after it. So if we put the letter O after it, we get clotho, and that is a thread spinner. There we go. Ah, so it's going to be sister who works as a thread spinner. Okay. Clotho. And I'm going to move you down 1. And let's put you... Is that an anagram? Ah, there you go. Yeah, okay. This is all one clue now. Now that I know what's going on, I can see what's going on. This is all one clue. Popular music composer accidentally wings her. Accidentally is an anagram indicator. Go for it if you've got it. Anagram of wings her. Gershwin. I'm sorry, I was looking for the other Gershwin. Yeah, George. It's Gershwin, and that actually does go here. Clotho's in the grid. Goes on and on and on in a gabby fashion. Beasts. Oh, that's just yaks, isn't it? If you yak, you go on and on in a gabby fashion, and they are beasts. So it is yaks. We know it's a cross, probably here. In fact, has to be here. That's rather useful. Is there anywhere else I could go? The only other 4 I can see that we haven't used is there. That is a cross. Wow, that's a useful little break. Yakety yak. Microchips. Now there's a British commercial from the 1980s and 90s. Centuries are your guards. Sorcerer's earliest is S, and appearances in the book are entries. And those are your protectors, the sentries. There we go. So that is there, and I know where it's going to go. It's going to go in here. Do we have that? I mean, Tara's going here, isn't it? Let's just fix that. Ash is now done. I was right! Alas, it's 4 letters and going down. Have I already put it in? No, it's got to go here. That's fixed. I do like it when you can put words in the grid. It's very useful. So that one is a down. Right. Get brought back in meandering plot. Is that an anagram of... sorry, get reversed in plot? Or no, it's probably just a word meaning get in meandering plot. I can see the word realism here. But... no, it's got to go down, isn't it? Let's have a look. Meandering plots. I don't like it. Get put back is there. So that's you get brought back in meandering plot. A plot is a strategy. Oh, stray. So a meandering route, a stray route, a strategy. Very good, Foggy. Well done. I need a Foggy counter for these. I'm not sure I'd have enough digits, though. Strategy. So that is there. That is down. Good. Let's just separate all these down a little bit. For older boys... I'm going to have a quick look at some of the crosses, because it looks like we've got Greece and realism. Because that's your country. According to oral testimony, fat. Which is your Greece. And it sounds like Greece. And that's a country. So there's your Greece. You're the one that I want. Yep, that can go down there. And that is in the grid. I appreciate that I'm dotting about the place. Realism. A convincing depiction is realism, isn't it? Look was not used in cleverly. Was not used cleverly. Yeah, was not used cleverly. Sorry, yeah, go. Mafia boss. M. in a royal domain. Real is royal. Realism. Realism is convincing depiction. Oh, of the actual is real. But how do you get ism? Lives is. Okay. Where does the M come from? I hadn't got that at all. I was going actual is real, but it's not. A royal domain is realm, and then is in realm for realism. And then a convincing depiction of the actual is then the definition. Okay. Nice. Is it going to be A convincing or convincing? I'm going to take the A with it for now. Just bear in mind that the end of this clue might have an A. So that is realism. Oh, hang on, a capo. That's your mafia. Yes, the A goes there. That's properly. There you are. You do need that. It's capo. That's your mafia boss. I'd forgotten about that word. Capo, also a musical term. In this instance, it means a mafia boss. There we go. So this is all coming along nicely. I know it's taken a while, but it's a very enjoyable little puzzle. So we're just solving this. Is that the last? So these two are the last down clues that we haven't put in. So there are 2 clues here, a 4 and a 7. So I is I, and so there we are. So Emily is M, I is I, and small is S. Got it. Got it. Go for it, Arch, or whoever had the Emily small. You can Gordian tangle. If you need to give me a link, let me know, because I'll need to give you permission. But this is a mythological... Oh, that was close. A mythological hunter, and it's Artemis. Your illustrations are art. Don't provide a link to it, because you'll get banned. Don't... but what's it called? What's it called, first of all? Yes, that would definitely be the way to that would be definitely safer to put it in my Discord. Blank check. Is that what series is that from? That's true. Yeah, that's true. So that is Artemis. So 4 letters. For older boys only, guns for the retrospective. I mean, snug is guns backwards, but does that mean for older boys only? Because if you're snug, you're cosy, sure. Very tight or close-fitting, a small, comfortable room in a public inn. Not exposed to view. I'm not seeing a word meaning... Oh, it's a stag. A stag is for older boys only. A stag do. Oh, gats. Your Gatling guns. Okay, so it's gats reversed. That becomes stag. A stag do. Okay, yeah. Oh, yes, we definitely have them here. Bristol, where I used to live, was a big centre for stag do's for some reason. So that is all the downs. So we've just got the acrosses. So we've got... That's done. So it's just this, I think. So we've got this and this. 2 clues left to go. What was the puzzle from, by the way, Gordian Tangle? Okay. This has got to be Tralee, a town full of Irish people. Okay, so it's not something I'm familiar with, please. post a link to it on my Discord, so that'd be really good. I will try and check it out. Though I've still got a whole puzzle suite that someone has made for me, and I haven't even done it. Too many things to do. It's got to be Tralee, because it's a town full of Irish people, because it's a town in Ireland. About Alabama, your family history is your tree. Put that about Alabama, AL, and you get a town full of Irish people. So finally... just take out people and put that here. Irritated about a leg. Big chief. Now a leg could be a lamb, maybe. A gam, hang on. I don't even know what Harper's is. JM. Irritated is going to be sore, isn't it? There we go. A sagamore. So a leg is a gam because it's a term for your leg. Sore is irritated, and a big chief must be sagamore. A Native American chief. There you go. Yeah, that's why it's big. Okay, there we are. L is not used here. That's a shame because that could have been used quite cleverly. But there we go. So that is the library. All the clues were in the right order. Sorry, all the clues were in a random order, but were all strung together into some really nice surfaces. And that was Book Reviews by Hex.